Hello students, come to the final part of the comedy As You Like It by William Shakespeare. In the act fifth and the final act, scene first, what happens? Audrey and Touchstone meet her rustic shooter William, who Touchstone, flaunting his superior vocabulary, dismisses. So what happens in this part? Audrey and Touchstone meet the rustic shooter whose name is William. Both William and Touchstone comes to their arguments, and with his super vocabulary, Touchstone dismisses William. So now Touchstone and Audrey are bound to marry. Now, second act. In the second act, Oliver tells Orlando that he and Elena have fallen instantly in love and that he means to marry her immediately, leaving the family estate to Orlando while he remains in Arden as a shepherd. As soon as Oliver sees Elena, who is also in disguise of uh, Celia. Celia is actually Elena. So Oliver falls in love with Alina, and now he returns to Orlando and tells Orlando that he is going to marry Alina, and whatever the family estates belong to him, he now proposes to given Orlando, and he wants to live in the forest of Arden and to work as a shepherd. So this how Oliver changes. Oliver consents to this and urges Oliver to prepare to marry her before Duke Senior and his lords the following day. Now, Orlando consents to his urge, and he said that you should marry before Duke Senior and his lords, not today but tomorrow. Rosalind arrives, and after Oliver's departure, she promises Orlando that he will be able to marry Rosalind at the same time that his envied brother marries Celia, claiming she will be able to effect this by magic. As you know, that Ganymede is Rosalind. So she arrives and she tells Orlando that by some magical effect she bring Rosalind here, and both brothers will marry together. Sylvius, Phoebe and Sylvius arrive, and Rosalind promises that if she ever marries a woman, it will be Phoebe. Then Phoebe and Sylvius comes there, and Rosalind promises Phoebe that if she ever marry a woman, that woman will be Phoebe. As we know that she cannot marry a woman because she is also a woman, she assures Sylvius that he too will be married and instructs him, Orlando and Phoebe, to meet her in the following day in their best clothes, ready for marriage. As all are in hand of Rosalind, she is dealing with all these things. So uh, she calls all of them to be ready for the next day for their marriage. Now, Touchstone and Audrey too will be married the next day. In the meantime, two pages sing them it was a lover and his lass. As we saw, now there are four pairs to be married in the next scene. Before Duke Senior, his followers, Oliver and Celia, Rosalind still disguises Ganymede as the participant in the multiple wedding ceremony. She purports to have devised recap what they have promised. Duke Senior to give Rosalind in marriage to Orlando if she can be produced. Orlando to marry Rosalind, Phoebe to marry Ganymede, or if she chooses not to accept Sylvius as her husband, Sylvius to marry Phoebe. Rosalind and Celia then leaves. Meanwhile, Touchstone and Audrey arrive, and with Jack's encouragement, Touchstone recounts his comically elaborated rules by which courtiers challenge one another but avoid fighting. To the accompaniment of music, Rosalind and Celia enter dressed in their own clothes, conducted by Hymen, god of marriage. Rosalind presents herself to her father and to Orlando. Phoebe renounces her claim to Ganymede, and Hymen blesses the four couples with the song, "Wedding is a great Juno's crown." The festivities are interrupted by the arrival of Jacques de Bois, Sir Rosalind's second son, who brings the news that Frederick, leading an expeditionary forces against Duke Senior, has undergone a religious conversion and become a hermit, returning all the banished lords, sequestrated lands, and restoring the dukedom to Duke Senior. Only Jacques declines to return home with them, leaving to join Frederick. After a rustic dance, this play ends, and then epilogue is also there. Rosalind is left to speak a flirtatious epilogue, conjuring women to like as much of the play as pleases them for the sake of love they bear to men, and vice versa. So this play ends with the marriage or of four couples. All couples are very happy, and in this way, this comedy ends with the marriage. Okay, I think all of you have understand this play. So thank you all, and thank you.